Rileys coming to you live from the Philippines and Hawaii, USA. We ain't even gonna be playing today. It's a live hot topic. I like that opening there. Welcome in, welcome in. How you guys doing today? I'm Bam, and this beautiful princess right there is my beautiful wife, Filipina with attitude. Uh,
Mercy.
Mercy. You can call her FWA if you like. That's her. These are our nicknames, so it's nice and short, easy to talk
Remember?
to us. Yeah. So today we got a topic that's kind of hot out there, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. There's been a lot of talk out there about um, men that move or travel overseas or to a different country to find a wife, right? And as a man who did that exact thing, you know, it's not new for me, right? It's old, right? So I've done it alone many years ago. Hey, what's going up, Timmy in the house? So I did many years ago. Yes, we're early today. So when I came to the Philippines to find my beautiful wife, and it's been very successful for me. So we are promoting this to other people. So we actually have a show that Mercy does where she interviews single ladies. What's up, Ronnie? Ronnie, you're here for a good one today. So she interviews single ladies. Do we have an echo? I got headphones on, so I don't know. Make sure that's off. Hey, you guys, let us know if you hear echo. Though I don't think there's one, but Um, so we promote single ladies. Hey, welcome in. First time. Thank you for being here. Um, hey, welcome in. Thank you for coming in here. Mercy,
Welcome, everyone.
you wanna welcome the last two guests that came in?
Hello, Benji. Hello, and Anton. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome, everyone. This is an interesting topic for
Yeah,
those who are already in that situation or on the process. If it's
thinking
really
about.
good, or if it's really good or not. And
So,
women.
as a person who went through it, I can tell you it's great. Okay, I was married to a Western woman. It did not work out. What's up, Kevin? It did not work out. I didn't swear off Western women at that time. I just happened to meet my wife. She just happened to be from the Philippines. It worked out that way. However, since then, I've had relatives is like, why do your guys' relationship work so well? And when we talk about um, cultures and the way it is in the Philippines, there it's a different culture. So we're really treated differently. They treat their husbands different than the Western women treat theirs. So um, okay, my friend. Then the different platforms. Well, we promote single ladies. We have a whole live stream. In our description is a link to Mercy Does Interviews of single ladies. I got to get that. Of single ladies who are looking for a husband, okay? So each interview will be a single lady. Mercy will interview her. She'll tell her story. She'll tell what she's looking for. She'll tell relationships in the past. I mean, it's a real in depth interview. And if that's a lady that you're interested in, all you have to do is go to where it says more under the video. and
Yeah.
her information is right there for you to contact her and talk to her some more. You can bring up a talk about whatever. Now, just because you like her, she might not like you, but still, she is ready. She is wanting to find somebody. So it's a very high chance that if you
It
talk right,
yeah,
if you
they're all real people, right?
yeah, and you can see they
They
talk about
talk.
their flaws, they talk about their good parts, and everywhere in between. So we promote um, passport bros, if you will. So whether you're whatever country you're in, um, we try to help that out, right? So that's what we do. Um, it doesn't
It's
always work for each person because you might have this dream and she got this one and you guys aren't lining up. Go to the next one. We have 29 videos in there already, Merce.
really.
Yeah, I don't know if those are all
I've
29.
been talking to all these ladies, and they said, "Where are they?" Like
Yeah,
nobody even said hi to them. Like
right.
what?
Well, I
What?
think the
What's
problem
wrong
has
with them?
been people going down to the description. People aren't going to the description, so they
Oh,
they talk to me in the chat rather than going down to the lady and talking to her. So you got to make sure in this thing right here, you always
put the
put
thing.
something. What's up, Popeye? We're
Hey,
talking about
Papa.
passport.
Passport
What do they call it?
bros.
Bros or expats? People that go to a different country to find somebody. What's up, Brett?
Hi, Brett.
So I want to play some videos today of some different ones talking about this situation. So we're going to hear from a few different people, whether you like the person, what their view is, their opinion. Kingly Way, did I say hi to Kingly Way? What's up, Kingly
No.
Way?
Hello,
Mercy, you
King.
make sure you greet everybody since I'm doing all the behind the scenes
Talking.
and talking.
All right. I will try.
All
Not
right,
promising anything.
promise.
No, can't.
So, Merce, how has meeting somebody from another country worked out for you?
Huh?
Right.
Good. Good and bad. Not perfect. But, depends on the woman also.
Right.
If the woman gives up on you, there, you know, you
Right.
have to know from the start the potential of the woman. Like, is this woman really can stay with you? Does she quits faster than the train, bullet train? Those kind of stuff men have to, find out before they fall in love. And I advise men to put some walls first, don't fall fast. But
Right.
same as the woman too. But anyway, yeah, for me, I didn't quit. Secret is be forgetful and forgive all the time.
All right.
Except what?
I was going to have you share the screen.
Sure.
I'm going to play this video. Everybody, I'm going to play this video. She is the very famous Filipina P. She talked about this exact subject here a few weeks ago. So we're going to let her talk about it. She shows some videos. So we're just going to take a look at a little bit of her video. We don't have the boobs hanging out like she does, though. So bear with us.
The new Grand
Look at this.
Wagoneer
I had
with
it
Macintosh
set, and now it's going to try to show me a commercial.
reference.
All right. It's not letting me skip. I had it set right where I wanted it, and then, of course, it's going to show a commercial. Do you see the commercial? Merce?
I said yes.
Well, I didn't hear you, so
I mute myself.
what the heck is this?
Did you click forward?
It's like it went to
No, can't understand why.
a different video. That's not the video that I had. Yeah, I must have
Really?
hit forward or something. Heck if I know.
I think
Check this out.
There for a happy life. Now, even though the passport bros are mostly African Americans, I think you'll recognize the same tactics being used to shame any guy who dares to dream of finding a better mate overseas. So, what are these women saying about the man?
Passport bros go to third world countries and purchase little girls and turn her into a
So they're saying they purchased little girls. You see that, Merce?
purchase. I didn't even
Yeah. You didn't get paid for it, did you?
like no what?
So so even like when my brother married his wife, everybody thought she was so much younger than what she was, right? So I mean they even thought you were young
The mom. I'm
to
the
be.
mom. We went to the. She's in labor. She have to. They think she's like a high school. She said, "Are you the mom? Am I the mom?" I was like, "What the? No,
And she's only
my
a few
sister.
years younger than you, right?
No, it's like 5 6 years younger than
So
me.
a few years younger, right? You,
Not few. Few is
wow,
two, right?
if you say so.
Purchase.
Yeah.
See,
So listen to what they're saying about these guys. Just because they don't want what they're selling anymore.
breeding mare. They're little girls. You're sick.
Hey,
years.
So yeah. Oh man. Yep.
Jimmy said,
So that's what Filipina P's video is kind of about. I suggest you go over and check her out. Talking Ed, what's going on?
"Hey, talking."
Yeah, sorry about the commercials and stuff. Scotty B, welcome in.
Jimmy said, "Well, it's not our fault that we are cute, duh." Char
You know,
takes it
it's
back.
it's okay. Let's face it. Men are natural hunters. If they go out and hunt for something and they can't find it in the place that they're hunting, they're gonna switch up the place that they're hunting, right? So
Yeah, they go
if
to a better one.
right, so if they're looking for a woman with these traits, with these personalities, and they're not finding it in the U.S. or in the Western world, they're going to start searching for it other places. Now, the traits we're looking for are known to be still valid in many countries. Um, the ladies are saying that they're all third world countries and all bad and everybody's broke and everybody's poor and you're getting kids and all this kind of stuff, but that's not the case. Just because you feel bad that you chased your men away with your shit attitude and your with your I don't need a man every other song that you guys be singing. I don't need no man.
We'll
Shoot.
take it. We'll take it. Yeah,
So
we'll take it. We'll take it.
there's places out there that they want men. They want men that act like men. They don't want push down men like they want to have in the U.S. Part of my previous relationship, one of the main problems we had is because I led my house, and there it came a time when she wanted to start leading the house, and that's not what I was about. So we had issues. Welcome in, Simply. Thank you for coming in, hanging out with us. She already told us it was going to be a good topic. Merce, that's Faye's channel right there.
Right, right.
The other half of Talking with Ed. You
The
love
couple.
tempo. That's why he loves. Well, every culture is going to have their good, bad, and ugly, right? They're going to have good points about them and bad points about them, and then ugly points about them, right? But you gotta outweigh where you want to go. What do you want to do for it? Versus Dorteo's TV up loud. Yeah, my son is home from school today, so let me. I'm going to show some more videos here, and hopefully they're in the right place, and I don't hit the wrong button. Are you ready for it? Let's go to another one that I got tabbed up here. I got too many tabs open is the problem. Do you see it there, Merce? You got to speak to me. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Here you go.
And if you are frustrated in America with women and dating options, the quickest way to automatically upgrade yourself without spending years trying to become a millionaire and all these kind of things, is get your passport and book out, man. Book out.
Let's go.
Guaranteed. You go to certain countries around this world, man, your status automatically upgrades. When your status upgrades, that gives you an upgrade in the quality, definitely the quantity of women that you can meet and date. Man, when I travel to DR, I turn down women and turn down dates because I have too many options. And I don't know how many people can say that in the US. So get your passport, man, if you are not satisfied with the dating life in America and see like Magic it'll improve.
All right.
All right. So, as he was saying, he was in America. He's tired of whatever's going on with his dating life. And, everybody said the Philippines is perfect. No such thing as perfect. They have issues too. Merce, don't forget your sound is turned off. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but it seems funny with you. Yes, it's an upgrade. Yeah, when you're looking for certain traits, you're looking for certain things, right? Why wouldn't you want to look outside of your, back in the day, everybody got married in the same little town they grew up in, right? You met somebody in town, that's who you married. Who went to your high school, who went to your church. This is how you met the person, who went to the local bar that you go to. And this is how people got married. Now, the world is wide open, so why wouldn't you look at all your options, right? There's not just one right option for anybody anymore. And, it's out there. It can happen for you. Again, we are doing interviews with single ladies every week. Mercy does a new interview, one or two a week.
Yeah. Come on, passport bros.
Right. Come on. We got the ladies lined up. You don't have to look too far. Go ahead and read what Popeye is telling us.
American women want their cake and eat it too. I spent over 20 years in the Navy living and visiting different countries. For me, American women are no longer on my list.
Very true. That happens a lot when people go outside of the country, go outside of their neighborhood. Hello, Steve. Welcome in. So when they go out and they can search around and see those the other options that are out there. When I first started, I met and married my wife pretty quickly, right? So my wife was trying to take care of me when I'm just talking to her on the computer, like, you need to stop and go drink water, and I had to have a bottle of water with me, or I couldn't talk to her. She wouldn't leave me alone about it. Oh, you need to go drink water. It's like, do I look dehydrated to you, woman? But
I don't remember doing that. I mean, saying that.
yeah, it was always, she would not leave me alone about it. But I seen something different. I never seen. You know, I think my ex would let me rot and die in the floor before she offered me a hand. And look who is there.
JB said can't relate.
Yeah, see,
33 years married.
exactly. But
He's an exemption.
right, but he married. That was 33 years ago. The culture there in America has changed a lot, where they're teaching look at the TV shows and what they tell these women to do. You don't need a man. You don't rely on no man. You don't want no man. Da, 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 da. If he's not bling blinging and bringing you home purses every day, that's not who you want to be with. It's been going that route for so long. My parents married and were together till my mom passed away. You know, 40 some years plus, and you know, you see the wife and the husband. They went through thick, they went through thin. They stuck by each other's side. They didn't up and leave. Now, when my ex and I were going through issues, she was good to go. She was like, "Hey, I got what I wanted. I'll cut out. I'll try to find one to upgrade you." It wasn't a
So
question
you're
for her.
saying the reason of it all is the culture changed and how
Yeah,
the influenced, how they
I that's
influenced
what I
people.
think. I don't know if everybody else in the chat thinks the same, but I seen the culture in the Western world changing, and what they
Yeah.
preach, what they teach,
Women
what they
power.
tell the women. Yeah, yeah. And men can't be in charge anymore. They're no good. They're beneath the woman. It's teaching the
Yeah.
women. They got all the power. They hold all the stones and all that stuff. And if you don't like what your man's doing, cut out on him. Don't stay around.
Find another one, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and read that.
Black American woman goes on a GF tours trip to Jamaica, and
Right.
majority of them are there to meet some young guy. This has been going on since the movie when Stella got her groove back in the 90s.
There you go. So they were doing it too. Just now that the guys are doing it, now there's a problem, right? Now they see issues with it. Yeah. Yeah. Steve, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Go ahead, Merce. Read that stuff off.
If women are treated so bad, why do I have to open a door for her? Save women and children first, no mention of men.
Right. You know, Scotty B, I seen in New York or one of the big cities, this lady was yelling at guys on the bus or on the train. She was standing because no guy would get up and give her the seat anymore. Uh, we are taught that women are equal and women are the same. So if you're the same, we're going to treat you the same. Right? If I got to stand, you got to stand. First one here is winner, right?
Yeah.
So it's they want us to still do that stuff, but
But
yet they're
yeah,
trying to take themselves out of that role. Either you're the weaker sex or you're not, or we're the same. You see, we you can't have it both ways.
Right, right. Equality.
Guys are not doormats, right? We're not just here to be walked on.
Very superficial relationship nowadays based on looks, status, money, not care, values, and determination and commitment. That's
That
true.
that is 100%. So a lot of guys are looking outside of the box right now. They're looking outside of their country to go find. They're hunting. They're going to go find what they're looking for, and it's you know you can find it outside. Materialistic. That is it. Talking with Ed. Very materialistic. Very. What have you done for me lately? I swear you can buy her a brand new car, have it gassed up, ready, clean, ready in the driveway to go, and she's wondering why didn't you get me any shoes this week? Why haven't you bought me a new purse? Go ahead, read that.
We don't need a man to make a living, yes, but man and woman are made to be together. They are made for each other. It's in the Bible.
There you go. That's my belief as well, Timmy. And in
Men in
America,
America these days are walking away from American women because of all this feminist crap.
there you go.
Feminist crap.
Popeye said it. It's not only are they walking away, they are running away. You know what I'm saying? They're grabbing those passports and going. Trust me, I get 4 or 5 guys a week coming at me talking about, hey, do you know somebody? Hey, hey, what you see what I'm saying? And we're not even joking about that, right, Merce?
Yeah, true.
That's why we started doing our series, right? Because we always have somebody looking for somebody. Always.
This
Automatic door, no pressure, right? That's right. It just slides open. You're out the door. Right.
women in the
Thank you.
West women in the West want a traditional man, but they act like a traditional woman. Yeah.
Right. Right. I do have the belief of, if a lady, she wants to work outside the house, she doesn't want to raise the kids, that's okay as long as, uh, you guys talk about it first. You're on board. She has a career, or even if you guys switch it up. But
Right.
still, the man, and the man, if he's supposed to be leading the house, he needs to be leading his house, right? Right.
Right.
And ladies in the West, if you don't like your man leading, and he decides, hey, if I can't lead, I'm not following. I'm out of here. Don't be getting mad. You brung it on yourself. Nobody else did it to you. So
True. I've seen a video about, old toys, and there's a Filipina made a comment about it too. They say, "Hey, we want your old toys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We
yeah,
want
there's
old
tons of
toys."
videos. When I was looking up videos for this, definitely there's tons of them out there.
I will take a broken down 40-year-old Filipino over a 25-year-old American girl any day.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome in, Roy. Thank you for coming in. Married to a Filipina, never been happier. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we've been married
Yay.
for I can't tell you how many years. It's been a long time. If I guess it wrong, I will get in trouble. So it's been it's been a while. Yeah,
Been a
I'm good
long
at
time.
forgetting stuff like that. I've been married to this. I've been married to this here girl right here for so long.
So long. What's my name? What's my name?
Uh, FWA. I can read it. It's on your name tag.
They call it the reason why, people call honey, sweetheart because they forget the name, right?
That's it. Yep.
Does she lead dancing too?
Hey, some of them tried to lead in the dancing as well, right? All right, let's take a look at another one of these videos. Well, thank you, Popeye. We appreciate that. We try to go find some topics from time to time to bring up, and we know this is a sharp topic, but as long as everybody discuss, give their opinions, how they feel, it's all good. If we get a lady in here that is from the West that don't think the same, it's okay. She has a right to her opinion, right?
Right.
Merce, I popped one up. You ready?
Sure.
Advertising their country's advantages of visiting to meet their women. They want men. Did you just put an 8 ball?
So she's talking about guys
I don't know what to do.
that are going. She's
I don't know what
upset.
to do. Lord have mercy. I don't know what to do, y'all. Even Ricky is done. Don't know. You're not sorry. You're not fucking sorry. Ladies, this is why I've been going so hard. Y'all didn't understand my love. Y'all didn't understand what I was trying to do. I was trying not to allow it to get to the motherfucking point. Y'all thought I was just being a male identified pick me ass hoe ass bitch when all I was trying to do was
See, she been out there telling them
push you, encourage you
that
to
this
be
is
this
happening, that this
woman.
is going to be the
That
case.
the man
That if you don't start treating your men right, they will go out there and find another one. You ain't the only option anymore. If a guy can get a passport, he can go find what he's looking for, right? So they're not the only option. So, and this lady has been telling people about it, and she's been talking to people, and they didn't listen to her. And I was never pampered until I met my wife. Yes, indeed. That is how it is for me as well, my friend. My wife pampers me so much that I don't feel bad because I do the same back to her. It's a give and take.
that you wanted, desired. Now they're all sharing success stories.
We're telling
And it does
everybody.
not involve you.
So,
Living in this big blue world with my head up in outer space.
oop, I didn't know that had music to it. Yeah.
Why we want a man 20 years age gap?
What's that? Here, listen to this.
Oh, I'm sorry. What just happened? Wait, I clicked something. He's coming back, okay? We want a man 20 years age gap and more because we believe that the older the man, the more experienced they are. They won't go around to play anymore because they are already tired playing around. Yes, that's true. Hey, hey, I'm sorry everyone. I clicked the wrong button. I don't mean it. I I'm not overpowering anything here. It's just accident. The click of a button. I will tell Bam about it. I clicked it. Sorry. Wait 1 second. And we were supposed. Hey, OUFN. Well, most 98 of Filipino wives will still stick. Oops.
I wonder what happened to me. I
Were
it.
you talking?
I showed 2 videos. Did you see them both?
No, the second one I did not. I clicked the wrong one because it's, like
Start
too
playing.
loud and I got like, ooh, click.
Yeah,
Oh, I kicked the other one and
it's
I
okay.
kick you too.
Welcome
It's
in,
not.
welcome in.
Yeah.
Who's in here? Andrew in the house. What's up?
Yeah.
Out till further notice. Did you greet
Mm,
everybody?
I did. Oh, great OUFN. Hey, Mike, my kick Bill out. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. This is not woman power thing that he talks
She,
all the time because I
she's
let
in
him.
control, so she'll boot me out when she,
I it didn't don't mean a thing, okay? There's
watch out,
nothing.
passport bro. They somebody to kick you out the house if you say something.
Yeah. They didn't they he didn't buy me. No
Shoes.
purchase so I could kick him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why
right.
it
Don't
was thick.
go ahead, Mars.
Most 98% of Filipino wives will stick through thick and thin,
Right.
ups and down, through sick and health. Yes,
Right.
that's true.
That's
That's
that's what
why,
I've seen, but there's a lot of guys that ran out on their wives in the Philippines where they left their wife high and dry. Uh,
yeah,
there's there's about 2 to 1 women in the Philippines. I don't know the exact number, so there's more women than there are men. And then of course you got all the guys that are like each other, and that takes away from the number of men. So
yeah, the statistics.
guys are looking at like 3 to 1 women over there. So sometimes when there's that many choices, they'll take them all, right? I'm just saying, and that's usually what happens to the woman over there. She gets cheated on.
I met one female black American married from a Filipino man.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
We've tried to talk to some of the American women about um, Filipino men, but a lot of them, if they don't want a guy that that doesn't make a ton of money in the U.S., they're not going to marry a Filipino man from the Philippines because 90% of the time they're not going to make as much as the woman does. So, so it's culture.
I spoke with a black American man and they told me that they still want to be with a black woman.
Yeah,
He alluded to dating African Brazilian, DR, and in
yeah,
Asia, the Philippines.
yeah. DR is Dominican Republic, so it's down there in like Jamaica and all that stuff. That's right. Stuff happens. Mercy boots me out. No problem.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's been overcast all day, and then we got live, and the sun came out real bright. It's kind of calm right now, but it was sweating me there. Do what I do, and don't push buttons. And unfortunately, she has to push buttons, so I'm able to play the videos. Yeah, that's right. Ed did not buy you. And that's what they were saying. That lady saying, "Oh, you're going over there and you're buying young girls," and that's not the case at all. I mean, I way back in the day, somebody was teasing me about mail order bride to my wife. Hey,
Thank
Mercy,
you.
Merce?
What? I'm slow. 1 second. I got it.
Thank you so much, PJB. That music is absolutely horrible, though. It does not
Can you
match.
do? That's what happens if it's free.
Uh,
You don't get the chance to find a better one.
we gotta find something different on that video, though. I don't know how we'll do it.
The only reason why relationship don't last forever with a Filipina, because 99% of Filipina are workaholic and they forget they have family. We work so hard so we're able to support our partners.
Yeah. I married the wrong one.
What just
Joke.
happened?
Joke one. Joke. Char. Char. I'm just kidding. My wife is a very hard worker. She will work way harder than I do. So I lead her to the work. Here, go clean up your mess you made over here.
Shut up.
Oh man.
If an American man choose Pinay that has a kid, it is because Filipina accepted him and his past few exes and kids as well.
Yeah.
That's the
Um,
difference.
go ahead.
That's the difference between the Philippine culture and American culture. If a Philippine culture in Philippine culture, if you're a single mom, we call them disgraciada. You're a disgrace to the family, and you're not in the market anymore. You're like last on the list.
Right.
And when you marry a Filipina, it's like marrying the whole family too. So if they don't agree with you, there's like 50-50 chances, or there's gonna be chaos or something. So single mom also you know would want to have a foreign husband, because foreign husband can accept. They're not, the culture is, like, hey, I will love you now and the future, not your past, but now and the future. So
Right.
that's why, yeah. And it's good if you're have a, what do you call that, like another kid.
Right.
Excess baggage, is that what you call it?
Well, if you guys don't know, me and Mercy both had kids before we met each other.
Yeah, so
I had
it's not.
two. She had
Yeah,
one. It's not a big deal.
yeah.
I adopted her child as my own, so he's my son now. So I never even think about him not being mine. Yeah, he don't look like me. That doesn't matter. Um, in my culture, my stepfather did the same thing with me. So why wouldn't I do that with my son? It's not even a thought entered my mind that I would not accept somebody that I fell in love with that had a child. It's not even you know, I didn't even blink an eye to
And
it.
of course, you have 10 kids. Of course, 10 and one kid. Like, what the?
Who got 10? Jeez.
Hey, Big E. Hello.
It's proud American. You better be proud. Hey, it's go ahead with that.
Black American man married to Filipinas. Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Brian McKnight. I didn't know. He have a popular song, right? Like,
One, it's like a dream come true. Two,
oh, two.
I just want to be with you. Three,
Hey,
milk.
congratulations. You're in tune.
Come on.
That's good. Former Tampa Bay Bucks, good Marshall, and many more. One sister I spoke to was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found. Do we find out recently, Dave Chappelle?
Not recently. I've been knowing for years, but
Oh,
you might have found
you
out.
just shared it to me.
Told you about it. We just
Yeah,
talked about it. Yeah, but
You gave me. She shared a TikTok video about
when he was
ending.
talking about it, he was
Yeah.
talking about having Philippine people over at his house. That's when you remember.
Go to remember we have kids too. To Filipina accept us as is a blessing.
Yeah, was that? So yeah, my wife accepted my kids, and I accepted her kids. We didn't, my kids. I think my my oldest was like 16, 15 or 16 when we got together, and then my younger one was like 10 or 11. So they were old enough that you know
Yeah.
no big deal. So he might have been younger than that. I don't remember, but maybe he was 7 or 8. I don't know. Anyways, it's been a long time, but my wife gets along with my other kids, and of course they still live in the U.S. Um, they're on their
Hey,
own.
about. Do you want me to share the link
Sure, if somebody wants to come up and share their opinions, thoughts, remember
about
everything's got to be civil and no talk of racism of any sort. Ah,
what's that mean?
the eight is enough. They, with all the kids coming, kind of like the Brady Bunch. But no, I don't have that many kids. I had 2 kids, 2 boys. She had 1 boy, and then we added one, so we got 4 boys.
What? What happened to that 6 kids? I just
You
talked
woke
to.
up, you stop drinking that Nyquil at night before you go to sleep. It's giving me nightmares. You keep having all these kids. What's up, Papa?
Hello.
Hey, how are the check out the Rileys? So I hear you talking about how you blended your family there. You kind of did the eight is enough thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Hey,
Yeah.
I wanted to explain my comments,
Sure.
expand on that. Like I said, spent over 20 years in the Navy. A lot of
Hmm.
countries I lived in, and a lot of countries I visited.
Hmm.
Right? Like my first 3 years in the Navy, I went all over Europe. Went to
Right.
England,
Wow.
France. I went to Rome, Naples. I went to Greece. I went to Lisbon, Portugal.
Wow.
Right? And, it's like the song. Right? Yeah, in most ports, I did have a little sweetheart waiting for me. Okay.
Sure.
Now, I kind of always liked the foreign girls over
Sure.
the American girls
Mm.
because they had family values. All
Right.
these countries I just ticked off, they have family values. I'm not even getting into Asia yet. Not even getting into Asia yet. They have family values, especially when it comes to the Italian girls, Latino girls,
Yeah.
Portuguese girls, tight knit family units.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's been going on in America for about 3 or 4 decades is that the Democratic Party has always been touting that, you don't need a man, you can do it on your own. And they give out all these freebies. They say, well, we'll pay for your child care, we'll pay for this, we'll pay for that. And so women stay single, so you have no family units. You have no family value.
Right.
And a lot of American men are looking for that when they go to places like Philippines,
Sure.
Thailand,
Hmm.
okay, Singapore, all these Asian countries. It's not about yellow fever, okay?
Right.
These guys are looking for a woman that's going to want to have a family and stay
Right.
together. Simple
Right.
as that. And until America changes its culture,
Right.
American women are going to be void of American men.
Right. It's definitely changing, but definitely in the wrong direction. Right. It's not.
Right? And
It's not going for them.
now
It's-
I'm not saying, yeah, I brought up the Democratic Party. I brought up their culture. That's it. I'm not telling anybody be a Democrat or be a Republican or be an independent. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just giving you the facts of what's going on.
Right.
Right? And if I had my choice out of all the women to choose from, I give you my top three.
Go ahead.
My top three. Wow. First and foremost, I'd take an Italian girl from Italy.
Wow.
Number two, I'd take a Filipina from Philippines.
Awesome.
Okay? And number three, I would take a Puerto Rican girl from Puerto Rico because I lived in Vieques. And I dated a Puerto Rico girl, but she was like Conte lang masyado maloko, little Conte lang sira ulo, like that, but too much for me to handle. But a lot of good Puerto Rican women, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if there's guys out there that are looking for just Anglo-Saxon women,
right,
I got the place for you to go. I lived in Iceland for 2 years in Reykjavik, Iceland. Okay, the women there are gorgeous,
right,
family orientated. The government will pay you to go over there and marry one. Okay,
wow.
I kid you not. Okay, kid you not. And I just wanted to come on and explain myself a little bit so you could understand my comments.
Sure.
And where I'm grounded and coming from and going to. Any questions? Ask away.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up and sharing that with us. One follow-up question. Okay, you talked about family values. Okay, now, do you know about the downside of that? Them having those family values, or is there a downside?
Do I know about the downside? There's only a downside in family values if you make a downside to it.
Right. If you let it be.
Say you meet a beautiful woman, she has those values that you want about family and being together. Because you got to understand, I'm from a family of 7. I'm 6 of 7. Okay? My parents were married for 59 years.
Right. Awesome.
And it was death to you part.
Right.
Mother died first, and my father died afterwards.
Right.
Okay, so they were married 59 years, raised all 7 of us, got us through school, did all the hard work. Marriage is hard work. It's not easy. It's just hard work. And if you're not willing to put in the time, the commitment, and own what you do or what you don't do, you have no business getting married.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you for sharing with us. We definitely appreciate it.
How about you, Mercy? You're good at drilling me. You want to ask?
You want to ask anything?
She should be a drill sergeant, for crying out loud. In the United States.
Why?
Well, she knows you well enough now, Papa, that she don't hold back those questions for you. It pops in her head, and it'll be coming out of her mouth that quick. No think. She's just asking.
No question from me.
No.
Well said, Popeye.
You wanna share anything with us, my friend?
No, man. Just say, I love your segment, and congratulations to you guys, because this is a good topic. I've been hearing. I've been working so much that I can't. I'm not into too much news, but I saw it in everywhere in the community. Even though on TikTok, everywhere else, that the American women are throwing dirt to the Asian woman and everything else. And I say, oh, wait a second, I gotta get in there, because I was married before to American, and now I'm married to Faye, so for Filipina. But the thing is, like they don't realize that the American culture changed a lot. We're not back in the 40s, 50s. They're all family oriented. When my grandmother was alive, forget about it. We all in at dinner, Thanksgiving, Christmas, every single time we at the table. We don't watch TV, nothing at all. When
Right.
she passed away, forget about it. Everyone went like
Right.
done. No, right now is in the 2000. Yes, women have to work. I mean, that's a fact. To live here in the U.S., is we have to work our butt off because we get taxed, we get everything. Everything is expensive here.
Yep.
But the thing is that the family value just gone away.
Right.
Oh, man, and then we get married to a American woman or even South American woman, and everything is like we work, we don't see each other all day at all. We come home, we sleep, and you're done. With the Filipinos or Asian, even every Asian country, we all family oriented. From their born to their death, they're all family oriented. They always help your family. Always families first.
Mhm.
Mom, dad, sisters. I mean everything. I mean, I'm a little bit sad because I'm the only son. I never had a brother, never had a sister.
Right.
But my mom had to work two jobs just to send me to school and to get my stuff, and even though I was born here in the United States, but I was raised in Puerto Rico.
Right.
So in Puerto Rico and Philippines, almost the same thing.
Right.
And I mean, if Faye, she went there and she saw this. This is the same way. Minimum wage, a little bit more in the Philippines, but still minimum wage. We getting. I remember when I was my first work was like $4.25 an hour.
Right.
So, but we always, I mean, me personally, people think that American guys go there because they want to control it because all you want to control your woman, you want to make sure your woman, your all the money is safe in your account. It's not like that,
Right.
it's not like that. I mean, I've been with Faith for almost 7 years now,
Right.
and not even a cent to control nothing because she have her own stuff, I have my own stuff. We don't control each other. We come at home, we do our stuff still together. Even though you don't see it too much now because I work a lot, but
Right.
we still home together. I mean, she helps my family, I helps her family.
Right.
It's together, a bond together. Here in the States, you don't see that. Oh,
Right.
it's gone, man. And then all these, well, I mean, women saying, "Oh, my Filipino, this Filipino." It's not that. It's not like that. It's so
Right.
if you put more attention to your husband than something else, than partying around or being materialistic, oh, I want this, I want that, it's
Right.
not going to work. I was married for 12 years,
Right.
and I mean, I was in the military, but then it didn't work out. Too
Right.
much, too much money, too much expensive. I mean,
Right.
later is going to die. and
Right.
and with an Asian woman or anywhere else in Europe, it's kind of more easier.
Sure.
Everybody's, I mean, and
Not
it's not,
that culture, right?
yeah, it's not because I'm going over there and buying somebody. You're not buying anyone.
Right. Not
It's
at all.
because
No,
we want
no
to
mail
change.
order brides, none of that stuff
Yeah.
happening.
We want to change. We want something less stressful. Let's put it that way. Less stressful.
Less drama.
Right.
Yes, exactly. I mean, oh my God, there's drama everywhere here. Forget about it. Man. But I mean, I'm glad, and I was talking to Faye. I mean, hopefully we can go Philippines one day. I've never been to Philippines at all,
Right.
and I mean, I've been to every single country in Asia in the military, but I've never been to Philippines. It's kind of weird.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta go, man. You gotta take Faye and go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take Faye and go. You'd love the culture, man.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I mean, I love it. I mean, I've been to China. I've been to China, Japan, Korea. I mean, everywhere, Vietnam, but never been to Philippines. It's just little island is avoiding me for some reason.
What's your original background?
I was born and raised in Connecticut, but my mom is Puerto Rican.
Okay, all right.
So I live in Puerto Rico probably for 6-7 years.
Okay, I was stationed out there on the island of Vieques.
Vieques, yeah.
Don't call them Puerto Ricans; they're Viecans. Okay. You get in trouble with the locals.
Yes, you do.
You should check out my bro's vlog, Nico Experience.
Yeah, Nico.
He's out there in Colombia right now.
Yeah.
He's from Ponce.
Very cool.
So I got a question for you, Bam, and your wife. What's the? I mean, it's for you, and I mean, what's the sparks that you had when you moved down there with her?
Well, I don't know if you know our whole story, but we met online. I went to the Philippines, met her, and married her the same time I met her. We were married within 2 3 weeks of meeting, and then she lived with me in America for 7 8 years, and then we decided to move to the Philippines together and live in the Philippines. But with things that attracted me with my wife, at first I was not looking for a wife. My wife was very blunt with me, and I liked that. She told me, "Hey, I'm not interested in just talking to you or anything. I'm not interested in the okey doke. I'm not here to show you something or nothing like that. I'm looking for a husband, and if you're not looking for a wife, we don't need to be talking." And that like triggered something. Like, whoa, she knows this is a woman that knows what she wants and knows. I wasn't at that place. I had just been divorced months, a few months. I don't know how many months it was before that. So I wasn't like I don't want to be tied up and locked down and all that stuff. I wasn't even looking to date. I was just looking for somebody to talk to that had similar interests, right? So she set me straight, and she was the first person I ever talked to online, and the only person. I tried to chat a few other people, but uh, I didn't know what I was doing. But she told me how to do the chatting back and forth where we could face to face, and she set me up on that. And she was the only person I talked to, and
He
first of all,
he
became
he's
friends.
a he's a newbie
Yeah, I was,
in the internet world. So he
Hey,
yeah.
said, "Oh,
but
I think
damn,
this is a good one, good
damn,
guy."
Percy knew what she was doing.
She
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
she
I've
asked
been
me
online for a long time. I'm looking.
she's looking for somebody fresh. That was fresh.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I think on our relationship, I'm the hunter.
she hunted me.
Just joking.
a question for you. What you were looking to what you were looking into to a foreigner for what?
Oh, because I'm a single mom and I'm out of the market. I'm not too old when I met him, but
Mhm.
I'm out of the market. Even though if like I can't be a hooker, I can't be. So I have to find the one that would marry me. Like I want marry.
Isn't
I'm
it
tired of a relationship
isn't
with
it
the
true that if you're 25, you passed your prime in Philippines?
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Philippine,
too
if,
old
if you're
already.
older than 30, you're too old to work in
You're
some
spinster
places.
already.
Right,
25, I'm pressured already to have a husband.
right.
See, that's the only thing I don't like from that country is that, and of course the medical stuff, but that's totally different. I mean, the hospital, if you don't got no money, you're dead. I'm sorry, they
Right.
won't treat you. So it's kind of sad on that part. And then of course, they don't give opportunities to older Filipinos. Even not even older, even 30 years old is not even old.
Right. Right.
Or it's or if you're like a bit chubby, you can't work in the mall. If you like this, I
Right.
mean, it's
You
kind of
have to have a pleasing personality.
and
You
and,
have
and
to
then
be
and
More.
beautiful.
then and then all these Filipinos seen in YouTube, I said they're white. No, you're not white, Filipina. You
They
guys are
let's call
tan.
it light skin.
Yes, no, stop using that white thing, please.
Yes. And
No, but
that's
it's
something
good.
that me and my wife has talked about. She's not allowed to use any kind of whitening product.
No, here, no. Mm-mm.
I like her dark, and if she don't keep it dark, she, she
If
in
you
trouble.
He's
want,
gonna leave me.
if you wanted some white skin, we would stay here. I mean,
Right.
and it's like, I mean, but the thing is, the majority of Filipina, and I respect that they want security.
Right.
They want
Right. True.
something that a guy, a foreigner, can give me security, can give me a not at least a better life. Not a life you have in the Philippines is a little bit rough. Don't get me wrong, I mean, but you want security for your own family, especially if you have a kid or two kids.
Right.
I mean, I have two on my own, and we have one now, and she had one in the past. So when we try to take care
You're
of everybody,
similar.
Yeah. Yeah. She had two, I had two, she had one, and now we have one. So there's four.
there you go.
All boys, yeah. So
All
same
right,
thing.
good.
What?
Have one more. You got a basketball team, man.
Hey,
If only,
they were
if
like,
only,
if we can have a girl, we'll have another one. It's like there's no guarantee. I put out all boys. I'm not taking my chances.
No, no more. We too old to raise kids already.
All right.
I got one already, and it's after 49. Like, okay,
Right, exactly.
Oh, you're only 49. You could have 2 or 3 more.
no, I have two already. I mean, three with my new one there, and then she have ones. We have 4, so that's it.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
if only we met early, I'd like to have a basketball team. Because only in America, not in Philippines. In
Yo,
Philippines, I tried it. It's in the table. Like,
She had her baby on the table. So her first son.
midwife in the house.
Of course, she came to the U.S. and she got into the private room, and it had jacuzzi tubs in it.
Yeah.
We would have had about 10 kids.
Yeah, you have lots of choices too. Like how do you want it done? Epidural, this one, that one, in the water. Like you have choices here.
hey, it's just yeah. That's why I said. I mean, it's good to live down here. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the States, and I live kind of in Florida, so I'm like, it's like Florida is away from every other 49 states. I like it. You know, we're free down here. It's kind of good. But the thing is, like, I for myself, and like we were talking to Faye. I mean, I would love to get something in the Philippines, but myself, I have to live close to Manila because it's the only VA hospital in Manila. There's nowhere else I can live. So
no. Head on out to Subic.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, Subic.
But I think Civic is just a clinic, though.
Yeah, but they have a lot of services, man.
Because I need to live close to there because I get my medication on me every week and stuff like that. So
yeah, you could get your medication and everything like that. You get your medication out of Clark. I got a lot of friends that are in the Subic, Clark area.
That's why you got a lot of them right there. That's why there's so many in that area, because they can't get
are retired and they band together. They take care of each other. I think you would like it. And what's really what I like about Subic now, it's cleaned up.
Yeah.
It's no longer Sin City.
Okay.
Very few bars. If you want Sin City, you have to go to Angeles.
Angeles City.
You have to go to Angeles City.
Walking Street. There you go.
I just speak the truth about it. I'm not here to sugarcoat it or blow smoke in your face.
But yeah, and I want to say everybody there in the chat. I mean, don't get discouraged by these women that saying that Filipinas are gold diggers or they here to steal your money and everything else or kill you when you're older. It's not that way, guys. You know, you have to go check it out. I mean, of course, not all Filipinas are perfect. Not all Americans are perfect too. So we have both sides 50-50, you know. So we got some scammers. We got some scammers here too. So
hey, every race, creed, and color has their
exactly. So don't be discouraged, guys. I mean, check out the rally. They always have somebody there. I mean, some singles Filipinas, and we gotta remember, 80% they have a kid. So if you're okay with kids and you have kids, there we go. No, don't be scared that we also have a kid. You can tell me no. 80% of Filipinas have at least one kid.
That's no lie. That's no lie.
Welcome, man.
That's trending. It's trending here.
Yeah.
Single mom organization.
Mugga Duggo Mugga, look who is in the house right there. He is the man with the plan himself. H2H is in the building, everybody.
Hey, magandang umaga din sa'yo.
Yes, that's a happy man this week. You guys greet him. He's probably tired already. Been doing work. I'm just messing.
I'm the only kid allowed.
He's the only one. So he's recently married to a Filipina as well. If you guys don't know his story, it's pretty awesome. Uh, and we even got to be a part of it a little bit. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So yeah, definitely. We've been talking about American women upset by the American man. And it's more so the right now trendy as the African American man, who the black guy that's coming out of the country to go find someone. But this has been happening for a while. That the trend is happening. Back when I got married to Mercy, it wasn't so much a trend. But I tell you what, once I brought my wife to the United States, or well, even before that, my brother went on vacation with me to come meet my wife and hang
Yeah.
out in the Philippines with me. And he went home, and
Married one.
he was married before he got back. So he liked what he seen. He liked
He didn't stand a prayer, huh?
yeah. Well, Mercy had him like lined up with 28
Yeah.
women, 28
Yeah,
ladies,
had
28
to book an appointment. Like, hey,
Are you
Wednesday,
a
this is
Filipina
Maria.
yenta?
Yes.
Not the one that you met in the church, Papa.
I think you're a Filipina yenta. You know what a yenta is?
No, what is it?
That's a matchmaker.
She is.
Uh-huh.
She
I
is.
started with the relatives first.
You're
Yeah,
like
she
Next,
got all
the
my
strangers.
relatives.
you're
married.
like my comadre, Malou Martin, man. She's like, dude, she picked off 3 of my friends already. They're married.
There you go.
3 of my bros are married, man. She's like got the art of matchmaking down to a science.
Yeah.
But there was a good story this week for me. I had a buddy of mine that I've known for 5 years. He's out of Australia. His name is Andy. And Andy's had a lot of problems in life, right? And he lost his leg to diabetes. And he, went through rehab, recovered, and I just got a message from him and it said, "Hello from Cebu."
Wow.
He is in Cebu right now
Very good.
with his honeycomb. And
Yeah.
I know he's going to tie the knot. So there's another friend down. Bang.
There you go. Yes.
And if he's listening to this, Andy, I wish you all the best, bro.
Definitely. Yeah. Very cool. H2H, do you want to come up? You want to drop that? See if we can get H2H up here. If he's not too busy, not too tired. Oh Lordy. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, there's the link right there. Oh, he needs to leave. He's going to the mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
We understand.
If it's okay, I'll tell what's up with you if you don't mind. I usually don't tell somebody's business, but since he said it there, he's visiting his wife in the Philippines right now as we speak. I'm at his house and he's in the Philippines. So it kind of worked out. He got a house sitter and he's in the Philippines visiting his wife, and it's hot as balls in the Philippines. So, guys, if you do decide to go to the Philippines, a lot of deodorant, be ready to take a lot of showers. It's hot as snot. So, I mean, I don't know. Florida's pretty hot too, but that Philippines was like a hot I never
Yeah,
dealt with before.
that's why it's so fair. It's hot here, but I tell you, but you come from Philippines. Why you worry about Florida?
Right. Yeah. Well, there's parts of the Philippines that aren't as bad, but where we live down there in Mindanao, it's hot as snot all the time. I don't know.
Oh, you guys live in Mindanao?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We live in South Cotabato, which is we would live about an hour away from Jinsan. So we live in the area that the embassy will tell you do not go to, do not visit.
Mm.
Don't go there. That's where we live at, so, and we like it.
It's rough down there.
They say it is, but I've never had any issue, and I've been visiting there for 12, 15 years, whatever, and I've never had an issue. And I've lived there for 4 years now.
Well,
Yeah.
not bad.
Bad Panda already married. Hey, awesome, awesome. Congratulations to him. Yeah. So H2H just got married this year to his Filipina as well. So there's a lot. The door opened after the pandemic, and it's guys went in and snatched up their Filipinas. The ones that were serious to begin with, there's a lot of them that weren't serious. They just been dragging
Yeah.
Filipinas out for years. I'm gonna come see you. I'll be
Yeah.
there soon.
3 years, 4 years past. Oops, I'll be there soon again.
Do you got a passport? No, I'm thinking
Nope.
about it. It's like, come on, ladies, wake up! If your man don't have no passport, he ain't coming to see you.
Hmm.
All right, guys, I'm going to bounce, and I want to thank you for letting me come on.
Hey, anytime, Popeye. We always appreciate you coming up and sharing your opinion and views. It's always a
Yeah.
good one.
No problem. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you, Mercy and
Thank
Bam.
you, man.
Have a good evening.
All right,
You
you too.
You too.
It's still early for you, right, Merce?
Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock, 10:17 here.
No, it's
Merce
9.
was up early this morning. I was like, "What are you doing? Why are you messaging me already?" It's like 4 o'clock or 4:30. Is that what time?
No,
Ooh, that's too early. Yeah.
no, it's 5:30. It's late already because I'm supposed to go to the park to go Zumba at 5:30. And I woke up 5:30, so
Oh, so
Who
you
goes
was
Zoom
running.
at 5:30 in the morning?
So
the
it's not
thing.
blazing hot. It's just hot. It's not blazing hot. Yeah.
And it's free, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go there free.
Do a Zumba.
Do the
Exercise with
Zumba.
the old ladies. They be like,
Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I'll be in
It's
the floor
fun.
resting. I mean, sleeping in the
yeah,
floor.
yeah, exactly. Like, don't wake me up until 7:30.
Yeah.
Um, so, you are now married to a Filipina, and you said you were married to an American.
Mhm.
As far as you talked about family situation, where the cultures are family oriented with the Filipina, what did you experience as far as your ex with your family? How did she treat your family, and how was she around them? Do you
Oh,
mind sharing that with us?
my family didn't like my ex in the beginning. I mean, I got married just because I joined the military when I was 20 in 1994, and the thing is, like, when you go to basic, you go to AT and all that stuff, but you feel lonely because I mean, you have nobody there. I mean, I travel a lot, everything else, but I met her in college. I did 2 years of college before heading to the military. So I mean, we met in college, and then I said I'm going to the military. I said okay. So I mean, you wait for me? Yeah, I wait for. So we came back, and she says you wait for me. I promised to come back, and I did marry. I was married too young, 20 years old, 21 years old. And then it was rough because she's like she never loved my family. She never liked my family at all. Well, every time we went to go, let's go visit my mom, because I'm the only son, so I want to visit my mom,
Sure.
and my grandmother and everything else. Why we have to go there? What I mean, what, like, she never at all, and to this day probably never. I'm glad. But well, we had our first daughter, our first kid, and still, my mom wanted to see her first grandson, and granddaughter, and nope, never. And she was like, it's so tight, and she
Right.
worked a lot. Don't get me wrong, because I put her into college and finished her degree, a bachelor degree. I mean, I was working in the military. I mean, all these hours, and I was traveling everywhere, and yeah, it was hard. And after our second son was born with her too, she still back up everything up, and she was okay with her mom and dad, but with my family, oh no. Mm-mm.
Right.
Not at all. And now with a Filipina, it's so different. My mom accepted her in the beginning quickly because she was like, "Oh, ma'am, don't." She said, "Don't call me ma'am. It's Maria or mom." And if today's day, she called my mom.
Right.
And they always they she talks more than with her than with me.
Right.
So it's like on the phone twice a day.
Right.
And I appreciate that because my mom is she have no kids. I'm the only one there, so she's a
Right.
person retired by herself. She got nothing to do. House pays. You just flowering, do her flower, do her things, and
Right.
it's good. And now she has opportunity that we have because we have a son right now, a 4 year old. She have opportunity to be with him at all. I mean, we send him with her for a whole year. She
Right.
spent with with her grandson. Oh my God, everywhere. She buy everything. I mean, trust me.
Right.
She talk with him every single day.
Right.
And
Uh,
I like that. And you don't see that right now in here in American culture. All these kids are like this right now. This this is what they do.
right. Right.
They don't play outside no more. They don't do nothing outside no more. I mean, and right now I'm trying to raise my son, respectful, like say sir, ma'am, or
Right.
everything else. Like you don't see that in the American culture right now. Kids
Right.
right now are just I mean wild right now.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some American women they're
Mhm.
okay, but it's a small percentage that they were born probably in the countryside, everything else. But all these women that are in the cities, forget about it.
Right.
It's just it's hard, and it's really hard. And not to badmouth any woman at all because they're all respectful women. I respect everybody else, but it's their own opinion. But
Right.
we're not running away from you guys. It's you are pushing us away.
Right.
And it's a fact. I mean, you look at it. You're pushing us away.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not there, man. It's me. But for everybody down there in the chat and everybody who's listening, I mean, it's a game changer. If you feel, if, just try it. And don't take our word for it because we just a percentage of guy. Just go for it and try it. I
Yes.
guarantee you, by 10 Filipino at 9, you'll be like, oh, which one I pick?
Right.
It, it's true, and they're family oriented guys. They're really family. I've never seen them like I never mean I've been to Asia and I know I already knew how they were, but
Mhm.
to live with one is it's crazy. I mean,
Sean, well,
they do anything for you, really do anything for you, and I mean, they make sure you eat. They make sure are you okay? Are you doing
right.
this? When you do this, your mom need this. I haven't talked to my mom in a while. She talks to us twice a day.
Right.
You
Right.
know? So
Exactly.
it's a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. I was married for 12 years, and now we married for almost 7 now, and
Right.
it's a
Yeah.
game changer. So and Bam would know about it. He's been married more years than I do,
Right.
and he's living over there, so he knows.
Right. Yep. So yeah, it's there is a negative to it, okay, and just like there's no perfect, right? We're not gonna find perfection, or
Hmm.
as my wife tells me, I would have married myself. Okay, if I wanted perfect, go
That's
marry
all right.
yourself, right? So there's always something, right? So as far as with like the family part of it, you know, here recently on TikTok, you see the Angie and Tommy uh, drama going on, and she's yelling at him because she needs 20k pesos for her
Yeah, I
brother
saw that.
and all this stuff. And she's family oriented. She's trying to get money from a guy that she's talking to online, her boyfriend, and trying to get that money out of him to support her brother going to the hospital. This guy is not dating the brother, is not is not having relations with the brother. The brother's not sending him nudie pics or anything. So this guy has no ties to helping this brother out. But this Angie believes that if he wants to be with her, he's going to have to pay for her brother to go to the hospital. Now, my opinion of that is run, Tommy, run. If she's doing this now, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse if you end up putting a ring on it. Not only her brother, it'd be her cousin, her second sister that she never heard of before, you'll be sending that
Yeah.
one money. And
Because it's one point that you're married already, one point that you just talking to each other on the phone. That's different. Because when you're
exactly,
married, yeah, you mean you want to help them, of course, you help help her family with them, but not when you're LTR long relationship and then you're on the phone like screaming, I need money. Like I just talking to you 2 months ago. What happened?
right,
So I
exactly.
mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
Sean Tuber, you can come up or
Yeah.
you can type
Hey,
it.
Sean. Hello. How you doing?
So either
Yeah.
way,
I mean, I was working and then came home and she told me, "Hey, look at this! Like, what's she screaming about?
right,
like no money! Like, oh wow, that's and
right.
they're not even married yet. No, oh, okay, yeah,
They haven't even met yet,
that's a
and
red flag right there.
yeah, it's a huge red flag. If you don't see
Red
it,
flag.
people are coming at me trying to defend her right now. She didn't ask for that money. I was like, are you kidding me? I know English pretty good, and she was asking them for that money. She might not have said, "You give me the 20," but she blocked him. She was no
Wow,
longer talking to him until he gives up the money. You know,
no,
and
that's
come
extortion
on,
right there.
right? Like
Yeah.
he's in love with her, and she's TikTok famous now, so she
Well,
believes
yeah,
that she can get this $400 or whatever it is without question. And if he's not willing to do it, she's willing to block him.
wow.
What kind of love is that?
I
Well,
don't know if they're back together. Are they
they
back
are.
together?
Yeah, they are.
I
He
seen
probably
a
he
live
probably sent the
stream.
money already.
Yeah, he probably did. And I was telling them, I put out a video. I tried to, tag him in and all that stuff. But I told him, if it's like this now, how much worse is it going to get? If you
Hmm.
fall for it now, how much? I mean, she's not asking for 100 pesos. This is $400. This is 20,000 pesos. It's. I mean, it's not going to get awesomely get better. Go ahead, read that out for us.
I have a person begging for super chat financial support. What is the proper etiquette?
Um, if it's somebody that is I'm connected with, this young lady begs for it all the time. Um, I shut her down very quickly. I told her, hey, I decide when I send
Yep.
money. I decide when I want to watch your videos. I decide. If it's not up to me and you just begging me for it, hey, I can delete you now
Yeah.
because
No.
it's
It,
if you give in to it, it's going to be every time she goes live, she will be messaging
mhm.
you, she will be bothering you, and I know of two girls that are doing this similar thing, and I had to shut them down quickly on this. And,
Yeah, I had that problem too. I told Faye, yeah, I can't do this. You figure
right,
out with them because I don't talk.
right,
I go, you check it out because
right,
it's
right,
yeah. It's I mean, you do it on your own term. If you like what you see, you go ahead do whatever you got to do. But if they
right.
begging for it, oh yeah, no.
If they're begging, that I mean, it's going to get horrible with you. If you
Later
give her
on, oh yeah,
one time after she begged you, okay, this works. Let
Super
me get
chat is, you appreciate the,
yeah,
hey, this is a good one, right?
right. And if I go to their live stream and all they're talking about is super chat me, I'm not staying.
Nope.
It's that's all done out of your kindness, out of your goodness.
Hmm.
If you feel like super chatting somebody, do it. If not, don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tampa
Say,
Bay is on,
Uh,
huh? Hey, hey, watch those
give them a
fingers.
finger.
That's not a high five.
oh.
Uh, Brett's giving us updates on the game here.
Oh.
I didn't even watch it because it's the Saints. It's horrible. Yeah,
So
but
back so
go
so
ahead.
why you pick up to live in the Philippines and not back here in America?
Um, we have a place in America and we have places in the Philippines.
Okay.
But my mother had passed away
Mm.
and it was the first time I was really close with my mother. So after she passed away, that's the only time in my life that I thought about, okay, I guess I could live outside. We talked about retiring to the Philippines, that kind of stuff. But Mercy's parents came for a visit to the U.S. and they were with the grandkids. They really missed them. They really wanted them around. They kind of consider coming consider coming to the Philippines for a while, at least, so they could be close to their grandparents, their uncles, their aunts, and so we went ahead and made the decision to move there for a while. We never
It's
say
not
anything's
permanent. Yeah.
nothing with us is never permanent. We may move. We even talked about moving to Thailand there for a while,
Mm.
and just depending. It's
Yeah.
you know
We
we'll
just
we'll
don't
see
know.
what happens. We'll see. Yeah, but right now we're living in the Philippines, and that could change this year. Could change in 5 years.
Yeah.
No idea.
Or
So
next year. We don't know.
we don't
Every
know.
time, every time I ran out of money, I was thinking of
Yeah.
going back to America.
Every time the
But if
fun,
I have, yeah, but if I have money, no. I
she
like
likes it.
Philippines. Yeah,
So as long as you have plenty of money, there's plenty of things to do. If
right.
you
Yeah.
if you get broke, then you don't like living there
Like
anymore.
I'm going my ass to work, then
I want to go back and work.
go to reality, go back to reality.
Yeah, because I mean, if you come here, it's gotta work because man, it's getting way expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, I'm in Hawaii, and that's you know, it's shocking the prices here. It's
Oh
went
yeah.
up since I left. We lived in outside of Indianapolis there, so
Okay.
so coming to Hawaii, it's a vacation spot.
Mm-hmm.
So prices are way up. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
there's places in Florida like that too,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
And it's shocking to me. You can't go through a drive-through with $10 here.
No, no
You
more.
ain't, you
No,
ain't
no
eating.
way.
So
No.
like, wow, this. Back in the day, I had $10. I could feed me and my wife.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
now there's no way.
Not even here. We go to a buffet here. Chinese buffet is humongous, huge,
Right,
and for three of us, and that's two and a little kid, and for you, we paid $50.
right,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Right
Ooh, okay.
there.
You
Yeah,
know, yeah. Right now, $10 would not give you. Well, you can get a $5 biggie bag in Wendy's. That's about it.
that's about it. Huh? And
It's
that's
not
the
even $5.
small.
It's $6.
That's right, J3. I try to go on. I got a Santa in the Philippines um, TikTok that I try to get on there and talk to the kids in the Philippines, but I'm just not able to go back yet. But soon I'll be there. It could happen before Christmas, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not looking good though. Things are taking longer than we thought. So
Yeah.
yeah, uh,
Yeah.
too much fun. Yeah, the prices here in Hawaii though is
Yeah,
it's.
but yeah, oof, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, rent, for a small place is $4,500. For we got in the Philippines, our house is way too big, right? And I don't mind having a smaller home. Our house in the Philippines is too big, but um, having that type of house here in Hawaii, oh goodness, it'd be millions and millions of dollars price wise, for that size house. The average house price here in Hawaii is over 900,000 for the
Mm-hmm.
minimum.
And over here, it's
minimum.
crazy.
So yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
was looking at shacks here, and they're costing $800,000. Like, oh, holy moly! It's like no. You know
Yeah.
how big that house would be in Indiana back in the day?
Yeah.
Mansion.
Here prices are okay. I mean, for a decent home here, you're paying almost to four to half $1 million. Yeah. If you want a bigger one, then you're talking about 700 to 800,
Sure.
$1 million houses. But We look for something. These 3 bedrooms. It's $500,000. It's crazy.
Right.
Can't afford that yet.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. Yeah, half a million here in Hawaii, you'd be living in you're like, oh, the walls are falling in.
Yeah.
Is this ceiling gonna stay on during the rain?
Yeah. I know.
It's a very small house, but people live here. There's apartments and stuff. There's a lot of homeless. Hey, there he is
Hey,
with the plan.
hey, how's it going?
What's happening? Oh, it's going good. You on break or?
Yeah, I'll try to wait to get off the bus. I'm at a coffee shop, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but after working about 3 hours from now.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So I seen you had the I was too tired to stay, but you had the U.S. versus who was that?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay, I was trying to watch some of it, but listen to you, but I
Yeah,
fell too early.
yeah,
So
yeah, no worries.
yeah. But so I know earlier you were talking about some of the different things that you have experienced or you've talked to people about the Western women versus women in Asian women, etc. So, is there anything else you want to add to that? What you were saying?
Yeah, there's some other things I want to add,
Sure.
because you already know that went to Philippines twice. I
Right.
stayed long term.
Right.
Okay, and of course, in our community,
Mm-hmm.
and for especially you and Ed, you're married to a single mother,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Right.
But I just feel like I don't think it's a complete norm,
Right.
because here's the thing. I rarely ran into a single mother when I was there in the Philippines.
Right.
Most of the women I dated didn't have kids.
Right.
Yeah,
You,
and I'm not, and
what
and
kind
I'm,
of age range were they?
oh, there were like 23 to 28. They're in their 20s,
Right. Yeah.
and these women that I meet were professional working women,
Right. Yeah.
you know. So, and a lot of the Filipinos, we're all YouTube friends with each other,
Sure.
and we do have a lot of single moms, and
Mhm.
I commend them for, doing what they could for their children.
Right.
But yeah, but no offense for me, I'm not into dating single moms.
Sure. Yeah,
You know,
and that's what we talk about, with the ladies that we talk to, whether they have kids or not. And I always try to explain to them, some guys will be fine with you having children, some
yeah,
guys will not, and just
yeah,
finding the right one. And I also tried to tell the single moms out there to stop yelling single mom every time they talk to somebody.
Mhm.
It's
yeah,
like they use that as their title, single
Yeah.
mom. Like,
yeah.
stop that, ladies.
And,
Just tell
and
people
we,
they're single.
yeah, and the issue with that, like from the West, it's like a badge of honor in the
Right.
West. And then what? And sorry, I have a new acronym, but this is created by one of the guys that died. Have you heard the term sign language?
No,
Okay, let me break it down for you. So this
okay.
is something new.
You're
Uh,
always teaching us something new. Merce, write this down. She got the 304 going from last
yeah.
time.
Okay.
So here's a new kingly.
Yeah. This is from The Godfather. Sign language stands for this: shame, insult, guilt, need to be right.
Mm.
So
Get
when
that,
some
Merce?
so if all of us in the manager says we talk about sign language,
Mm.
so what they do is they shame us, they insult us, like what you just the videos you're playing,
Right,
guilt and need to be right.
right. So,
So sometimes I go, here we go again. There's that sign language. Here
right,
it comes.
right. So, and
And
then just stack it on top of each other. You're you're bad for doing it. You're doing this to us. You shouldn't be doing that. You know.
Yeah. So like that TikTok video that you did for Tommy,
Right.
yeah, she's using some serious sign language.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know, and for him to you know, I understand you fell for somebody, right? You've seen something, you're falling in love with somebody. Hey, I fell in love with a woman I never met too, so I
Yeah.
understand, right?
Yeah.
And but if my wife would have ever belittled me like that on a live stream on public and in any way, I mean, she was like, she might as well be beating his face in front of the nation, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, if that's not a red flag, something to
Yeah.
run,
Yeah.
I don't know what is, you know. What's
Yeah.
up, Captain? Welcome in.
Yeah. And here's
Man,
another thing, when you're dating a woman, like if I see how a woman acts and she has a husband,
mm,
if she acts and starts, spinning the sign language venom,
mm,
in most people's mind, I know that she is wearing the pants in the house.
right, definitely.
If
That,
she's very
that's
if yeah, and if she's very acting very friendly,
mm,
feminine, then
right,
pretty much I know, like, okay,
Yeah.
I know who's running the ship.
right, right.
Hello, Billy Jack. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So
Yeah.
Kingley, you
yeah,
think in this relationship I run this family?
huh? No,
No.
She
not
got pants.
Ju- Just just wanna make sure. Maybe.
here. Here's a funny way to explain it. You technically don't,
Right,
but you're giving your input to Bill, and
right,
Bill makes the decision to say yes, dear.
right. Yeah. That's kind of how we work it. So,
Yeah,
what's up, Ken? Welcome in. You
yeah,
know, and that was
yeah,
important with us. We talked about that stuff. You know,
yeah.
we had 3 months of talking before I came and married her, and that
Hmm.
stuff we talked about. Look, this is how I would want our relationship to be. Are you down? You know, is that you
Yeah,
know? So if that wasn't a factor, you know, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I was hooked on her, but that could have been a game changer, right? Like, oh
yeah,
no, I had that in the past relationship where I ran the show, and then all of a sudden she wanted to.
I only take the lead if he don't want it.
yeah,
I give it pass you the ball, huh?
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. He's
Hey,
designated.
he's lying. As soon as he said hi, Bam. He's like, okay, I married this woman.
Yeah,
He know it.
yeah,
He know it. Look at his
when,
face. He know it.
yeah. But when
Yeah.
Bam's passed out, then yeah, someone's got to step it up.
No, I
That's
make suggestions, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's how the kids are following her right now. They're like, we're free, we're free. I'm
Yeah.
not in school ever again. Dad's not home.
Yeah, but there's like an importance, especially with children, like that. A mom will say something, it's like okay, and then a dad says something, he goes, "Okay, Dad, fine,
Right,
okay," you
right.
know.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
Jing, I have a question for you because you're Korean, but you have American too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the American woman and Asian women in general?
Of course, for myself, I rarely get bashed on by American women, but of course, I was even conditioned to like, oh yeah, you're pretty and you're cool. I always said the right stuff not to get attacked.
Right, right.
So and same thing, but at the same time, what I learned over the years is because we're so conditioned to be kind of like, oh, put the women on the pedestal and stuff.
Right.
I would do that, and then of course I would get friend zoned by chicks. So most of the times, I don't. I live in Asia. I live in Korea, so I don't deal with a lot of these Karens.
Right.
Hmm.
That's so sometimes like there's one podcast where dude and his buddy have like 10 chicks on there, and even if some people say it could be set up, uh, I couldn't deal with and I'm just gonna say the city, Miami. I couldn't deal with any of those chicks. I'd be like, I gotta go by.
Right. Why would you with the availability? Like I
Yeah.
kind of talked about it at the beginning, where back in the old days, everybody married from their high school,
Mhm.
from their college that they went to, their church they went to, the local bar they went to. But now, it's not like that. You can get on, and you know, Mercy is exactly halfway around the world from me. Uh,
Yeah.
she's exactly 12 hours different when I was in Indiana. So I met somebody on the opposite side of the world, and you know, I I could have met the girl down the street or whatever, but
Yeah.
it worked out where I got online, and next thing you know, I'm getting married to somebody with a total
I
different
told you.
culture, with a total different everything. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good. We're not the same at all, right? America
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah. And of course, sometimes I try to talk to. There's another comparison I try to do with like if I talk to a Filipino American,
Hmm.
how would he fare in the Philippines compared to me being Korean American and Korean? It's night and day.
Right, right,
Because I tell them, me being Korean American in Korea, being in my 40s, is not beneficial.
right.
Because Korea, it's first world country.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Korean women are feminine, but they're just a hard nut to crack.
Right.
Where I
True.
can go to Philippines and
See,
I'm not struggling to have a conversation with anyone, male or female, in the Philippines.
right,
Where Korea, it's like, holy moly,
right.
you know, you know.
They have more
Just like,
first world. Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, it's like Bam said, and like right now here in America, they want to be equal to us, and that's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine. I mean, hey, more power to you because before in the 50s and 40s they were they can't vote, they can't do nothing,
Right,
and I'm glad that they move on, but they taking it too extreme
mhm,
that they want to be higher than the guys, and hey, more power to you, of course. I mean, women can do anything they want.
yeah.
But
Third
you
wave
have a
feminism.
balance too, man. If you don't have a balance,
right,
job, family, and other stuff. If you don't have that, don't try to be
Hey,
more
BT.
than we do because we try to do I mean stuff for our family. But if you don't help either, I mean it's a lot of stuff that happens. We pretty like men. We are gonna crash. We're
right,
not perfect. We're not super strong like we want to show to the people. We
right,
break down too, even though we might not cry in front of them, but we here in the corner doing hey like
Yeah,
what can I
yeah,
do? We try to save marriages, but it's so much that we can do.
right.
yeah,
We can't if we don't have each other or help. We can't. So and over there
yeah,
in the Philippines, I've seen it, and then I mean I'm here with her like I try her to. She I mean first thing we went on date, she asked me, "What do you want me to wear?" I was like, "Wear whatever you want." I mean,
Right.
I can wear a dress or shorts. Like it's you wear whatever you want. I'm not here to control you. I'm not here nothing. You wear whatever you want. If we're going to the beach, of course, you wear shorts. Or we're going to a dinner. Well, we just regular clothes. But see, every time she asked me when we're dating, what do you want me to wear to your family? Like whatever you want. I mean, it's I mean, be you. That's all it is. Be you. You know. And it was fine. I mean, I'm happy, right? I mean, I'm really happy. For marriage for 12 years, for 7 now, I'm really happy. And I'm not
Awesome.
turning around. I say I would never turn around. If
Right.
grace of God, I mean, she passed away or something happens, I would probably never marry again. But it is.
Oh
yeah,
wow, that's a
yeah,
different from Bam.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
yeah.
told her
Bam
I
said
get
you'll
too
marry
quick.
again.
No, no, I'm too old. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not. Even though Filipino like older men, I just can't do it no more. I just can't.
Right.
It is, yeah.
I just try to keep my wife healthy. I tell her, hey, if you die over before I do, I'm getting another one. So you better stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer
Outlive them.
I
Just
die
like go
first
to
and then
the
anything else
Zumba class.
afterwards. I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
You do know,
BT's in here and he's kind of asking what we talked about. So I give him a quick update real quick. BT, we're talking about American women being upset at Asian women because you got a lot of foreigners like us that go over to the Philippines, go over to different parts. It could be what they call a third world country. They're marrying somebody, they're bringing them back, or whatever the situation is, but they're leaving women alone in America. And kind of what I talked about earlier was, you know, men were natural hunters. Okay, if we're out here hunting for a lady and we can't find those traits that we're looking for, we're gonna look. And if it's got to be in another country in another part of the world, so be it. You know, if you're not giving me what I want in a selection, if all of you are going to act like this, hey, there's other options out there. I'm not limited by 20-mile radius here. I'll go outside of this place and find what I'm looking for in a relationship, in a woman, in a, you know, whatever. So culture wise. So
Yeah. Now, have you ever heard the term because everything's, and I've said this earlier, everything's like, oh, we're going to talk about what women want, women want.
Right.
But nobody stops to ask what the men want.
No.
Because you guys are very easy to
Yeah.
please.
But
You remember that story again?
yeah. But I'm gonna put a general thing now, so some of you guys don't jump my gun for this. I have 3 Fs. This is men in general. Now some might have some other fetishes or whatever.
Sure.
So, but most men generally want a fit, friendly, and feminine women.
Right.
And that's fit, friendly.
You said
and
fat?
Fit. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Yeah. And those 3, just in general, as you said, Mercy, were so simple. That's actually should be simple enough.
That is.
Yeah.
It is. You know,
go ahead.
and you know, when you're in a relationship, you know, stuff changes. So once you get married and you guys decide, hey, we're 10 years in now. Let's enjoy this food and let's get all out of shape. And you know, when I met my wife, I wasn't so round, you know, and you know, but over the time, she kept feeding me this rice stuff, and it just sticks.
Yeah.
Blame it to the rice. Yeah, blame it to
Yeah.
the rice.
It sticks to your belly. You can't
Right.
get rid of it.
It just stays there. Don't want to leave. But you know, but that's something you can decide to do as together, as a couple. You know, if you're gonna, hey, let's let ourselves go. Let's go for the food.
Yeah.
Go to the buffet every night. You know, that's
Yeah.
you know, but when it's the dating part of it, when you're out there looking, your eyes are going to be drawn to that person that is healthier, that would make a good mate. That, you know, that's part of that hunting, right? We're looking for the prize deer, and if we're not finding it in our country, we're going to go outside and we're going to be passport bros or whatever
you call it.
Right, expats or whatever, you know. And they were trying to bash us about, you know, the girls are all underage. Well, my wife is very similar in age to me, close enough.
No, no, it's not. It's not close.
Yeah.
But you guys see that. But you guys see what all these media portrays, because you've seen it. 20-year-old, 21-year-olds against 70 and 65-year-old.
Right.
Yes, it looks. If you come down here, America, it looks horrible. I mean, it looks bad. It could be your granddaughter.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Frown upon.
over in Asia, they don't think that way. like I said earlier, they look for security, mature. Because that a guy that age would take care of you, and we're not, will be stable with you.
Right.
Not these young. I'm not saying that all these young kids, 20, 30 years old, but they're a little bit more partier and more going on than we are doing. I'm in the age, I'm in the 50s, so it's kind of like, no, we don't wake up in the late night, 4 in the morning partying. We can't do that. We can we do that. Our bones will be
Insert it.
breaking up. You can't sleep that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh, I want to
Right.
add another important point. And
Say that again, Kingly. The fit, friendly,
and feminine.
feminine.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes
think
friendly.
BT saying 10.
no,
Yeah.
she put a bunch of them there. Fetish,
Yeah.
feet, everything.
Yeah. You could throw whatever. Here's another thing I want to add. And of course, even the guys will have disagreements about this.
For sure.
I'm gonna say in general, instinctively for men, we usually don't care what kind of job a woman has. We don't care what she owns, what she has. We really don't.
I mean,
But
okay.
women, but the wave things. Oh, I'm boss, babe. I have this, and he likes me because of this. No,
Right.
that is way far from the truth.
Right.
So, so, and of course, yeah. If say like I go to Philippines, I meet like maybe a teacher, right? Yeah, I don't care that she's a teacher, but what can she be a good team, a compliment with me, you know?
Right.
And then if I know she's a teacher, like for example, like say I marry her, bring her to Korea, she can go teach and do my gig for me.
Right.
So I even have like plans in the back of my head. I have created some sort of now employment for her too, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys see all these. Yeah, and most people go Philippines. I'm not saying they're older men, but they kind of are. They
Yeah.
kind of over their 50s. Let's put it that way. And yeah, they try to find Bam said, a good, friendly, family oriented woman. I mean, I
Yeah.
follow a guy. His name is Tim K, he's an ex-military too, and then he married a 19-year-old girl. He's 45 years old.
Mhm.
So I mean, but yeah, because of issues, everything else, but it's not all of because of course it's not all of like well, why these older men are going down there to all these like these young women. It's just because they don't care over there. It's not like there is a taboo over there.
Right.
Over here, oh my God, I mean, even guys, 20 something year old, they married 50, 60-year-old old ladies.
Right.
They're Kruger, I mean, but hey, love is strange. Love is crazy. So you can
It
find
is
love
what
in,
it is. Right.
and
Or
all these ladies that are bashing them Asian, don't bash them. Ask us. Ask us why we going up there.
Right.
and how about the ones that when Stella got her groove back going to Jamaica?
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Get the Rasta man with the something. I gotta keep it PG.
But yeah, I mean, it's every country the same. I mean, but they're it's so enclosed that why you guys are going down there to buy this, to buy women, because you want to control a woman? It's easier down there. No, it's not. It's the same way. It's just totally different than you are. You are, let's say, Americanized. You are, yeah. The American people put you that I think, like, why we can't go back to the 1640s? We were all family oriented.
Right.
Nobody sits down in the table right now to eat. Let's say that way.
Right. Well, and some things going back to the older culture is great. I mean, there's things that of course need to be left in the past, but it's as far as relationships and stuff, though. Having that type of relationship, that's what I seen my father and my mother have. Of course, why wouldn't I want the same thing? Uh, my first wife, we didn't talk about that kind of stuff when we got married and stuff, and it came back to bite me in the butt. Later on when she decided she wanted to leave the house, and it's it's important that you have those conversations with somebody right up front. That way, you're not wasting I tell girls here all the time, don't be wasting 2 or 3 years being in this relationship where you're having no kind of real conversation. You're not getting into the deep, with the person. Within 3 or 4 months, you should know what this person is all about. If it takes you 6 years to decide to marry the person, what were you guys doing this whole time? Not having conversations, not you know what I'm saying? I could tell my wife was who I wanted within a few months. It's we
Yeah.
had conversations, right?
Yeah. Oh, have you ever guys heard about the danger zone?
Just on highway to the dangers.
Oh, okay. Let me give you what the danger zone means. Thank you, Godfather. It's women age 27 to 35. So this guy called it the danger zone for women. Critical time because of, if they still want to have children, that's the most critical time. And of course, this guy would play like he goes, "How old are you?" She goes, "Oh, I'm 29." Danger zone. So, and then of course another thing is what's the common thing here? Like, okay, especially for women in the West, and even like it's crazy when I see like some of the college girls, so from ages like 19 to 29, they want to go through what we call a whole phase.
Right.
And then at 30, she wants
What's
to,
whole face?
she sleeps around with a bunch of dudes.
Wow.
A party,
It's
party girl.
a party. Yeah, let's keep it
Whole
PG.
face. Why
Party.
it's different? Whole face.
It's her liberation phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot summer girls and all that stuff. Hot summer fun. Yeah.
What's the age again?
Huh? Oh, the
Nice.
danger zone?
The whole face.
It's usually in their youth overall. It could be
25.
anything before 30.
Mhm.
And then that's the time where she wants to marry that one guy who is the nice guy and, who wants the resources. Because 30 becomes that scary number
Mhm.
for women. And these days now, because of all the knowledge that men are picking up, even the youngsters, they're like, I don't want to marry a most 30 years old because their body count is probably could be up into triple digits. and, and you want to know a scary stat in the United States? When a woman actually has been with more than 5 partners in the United States, the divorce rate is up 80%.
Wow.
Yeah. And women initiate 80% of the divorces in the United States.
80.
8 out of 10
That's a
initiate the
lot.
divorce.
80.
And
Can you just lower it 70? Like lie a little bit.
actually, I am being nice by
Yeah,
saying
be
80%.
nice.
Oh, what? Really? The
Oh, yeah.
80 was
I'm
saying
being nice by saying
The
80%.
divorce rate in the United States
Oh,
is
man.
way, way high.
And of course, the laws do not benefit men because
No.
it's
China.
child support is a scam.
Yep.
So I got to tread lightly here because when the court makes a judgment like you're going to pay this much per month, the government gets a piece of that. So it's a good idea. Child support. Ding, ding, ding. Uncle Sam. Ding, ding, ding.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have mandatory child support rather than, even if you like, okay, I'll have the kid for a week, you have him for a week. You have him for a week, they will still order child support
Yep.
on one of the people. That way,
And Ye is paying Kim
right,
$200,000 a month.
right, crazy.
And she doesn't need that money. The kid don't need that money.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child support kills you, man. Kills you. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's sad because now men are checking out.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and
It's just, I mean, it's like you said, the system here for I mean, the judicial system for men is well, we don't have any chance at all.
No.
yeah,
No matter what, no matter we're good, we're bad. Trust me, there's some good, bad guys there. There's some deadbeat dads everywhere. But man, we don't get a chance, no matter what.
yeah,
No. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Welcome to America,
yeah,
land of the free.
Be careful. Be careful. Make sure you vent the who you're going to marry. Because
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you. My first wife, I did not vent her. I did not. I mean, you know, my wife can tell you now. She had to deal with her for many years. So you know, she was drama, and you know, I didn't see it. You know, we were young. She was a beautiful lady, and I thought, hey, this is what I want. But you know, if I would have just paid attention to what her mom was like and her dad's relationship, I could have seen the future. You know,
Yeah.
been through. Her mom was on like her seventh husband, and you know, and the mom and dad always fought and argued and all that stuff. And like, good Lord, you know, why didn't I see this? You
Yeah.
know, here's her role model, and that's how
Well,
she's gonna be.
it's like, remember, we're in the 20s. You know, very young. We don't know what the hell we're doing. I go with the
mhm,
first woman that gave us love.
yeah,
Right,
yeah. We don't know at the time. You're just like crazy. You
right,
want to get with anything.
right,
Plus, another thing, it's even sad today. Like I think about it. What if I have a son today, right?
right,
What would I tell him? I
right,
would probably tell him this, like, don't even mess with getting married till you're 35 or 40 till
Yeah.
you get
Over.
the resources.
right.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
if you don't, and if you want to if you don't want to go to college and you're good with your hands and you want to do blue collar, do it in the United States.
right,
They pay more,
right.
you know.
Merce, what do you tell our oldest son? My oldest son there. But what's his tip that you always give him? He's not married. He doesn't have any kids that we know of. What do you
Or
tell
our
him?
oldest son marry a Filipina.
That's what you tell him. Like, hey, you're
I'm
gonna
going to
marry a
find.
Filipina. But my oldest son came to the Philippines with us before, and you know, at the time we had thought about sending him to college in the Philippines. There in Davao, there were some good schools that we were going to send him to because we had a house there in Davao, so we wouldn't have to pay for boarding or anything like that.
Mhm.
So that was an option for us if he could find a college that fit what he wanted. What he did find was, you know, lines and lines of girls lined up trying to, you know, we thought we might have to get a bodyguard on him, you know, 18 years old in the Philippines.
I was thinking I'm going to have grandchildren than a college.
In
Yeah.
college. Right? So, but he ended up not deciding to go to the Philippines, but he did enjoy. You know, my son is, you know, he's handsome like I am, of course. So, you know, he's not a bad looking kid,
No
and
comment.
and you know, so he did. He attracted so much attention. We couldn't. Everywhere we went, we'd have like I'd never seen a crowd of Filipinas around.
Yeah, like he's a celebrity, right?
Like, good
And
Lord.
then Bam was like on the back of his mind, like, "Shit, I should have found Philippines when I was
I
young."
didn't know what the
Right.
Especially 20 years ago.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he was he went on a date with a couple of them, but he was dating two of them at a time. He'd take them both to the movies, both to
Yeah.
dinner. Goodness,
Yeah.
like
I
boy,
mean,
boy.
yeah. Yeah. Give me 20 years back and if I was in the Philippines, there's two cards I can play. I could play the South Korean card and the American card.
That's true.
There you go.
And they say, and that'll be whoever the K-pop guy was back then. Well, it's just new, but
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
I would do the same way, man. Like my 20s in the military, go Philippines. Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
I'll be talking Spanish and English. Hey,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
orale.
They got you in the Spanish. Some of them know it. Some
yeah,
of them can speak it pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. They speak Spanish in Philippines. There's a island that they were scared.
Chapacano in
Right.
Zamboanga.
Tabacan. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, orale pues.
Yeah. So very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's but I just don't understand why the ladies, if they push away the guys, they push them away. They always berate them. They're always telling them how they're not worthy, how they're not good enough, how they don't make enough, how they're crap of people. I mean, eventually you're gonna stop. Like, hey, why am I dealing with this? Why
Yep.
don't
Yeah,
I look for other options?
yeah.
And if somebody's watching this program right now, don't forget my wife does interviews. Single
There
Filipinas or
you
single
go.
ladies. Hey, the link to the playlist is down below the video. Go check them out. There's all kinds of single ladies there. They're looking for a husband. They're
Hmm.
looking for somebody from maybe another country or whatever. Learn about them. She interviewed them. They tell their story. They tell what's up, and maybe you'll find one. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Check.
Oh,
Uh,
th- there's one more thing. I
go
don't know if
ahead.
you guys heard of this, so it's just popping in my head. There is a thing called the delusional calculator.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think you were telling us about that.
Yeah, like,
Go
but
ahead.
you would have to adjust it because it's from the U.S. Census. Like,
Oh,
find your dream man.
right.
It'd be good to do that with the Filipinas because here's the obvious truth. Regards of Philippines, Thailand, whatever,
Yeah.
most women are trying to chase the top 20% of men.
Sure.
And of course, like for us gentlemen, like if we come into countries like Philippines, based on our income, you know, we are up in there.
Right.
But here's another issue. A lot of the Filipino men that are not bad guys, that are pretty good guys,
Hmm.
they're feeling it. Just like how we're feeling in the West, they're feeling in the Philippines. No one, of course, no one really brings it up.
Right.
So they're even like trying to figure out some ways like, hey, what do I do?
Mm.
You know?
So did you hear that? Did you write that down, Merce?
What? Delusional calculator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should look that up and play around with it and see if you can
Yeah.
maybe
Invite
break it
ladies.
down. Yeah, you guys invite some ladies to
Yeah.
figure out what their
Yeah.
percentage
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. It's because I was just playing with that last night because we gotta think in terms of pesos and you gotta adjust it right. And then the problem is because it's US dollars,
Hmm.
you have to know how to define it. So say if I ask a Filipino, okay, what salary does you want a local guy to make, right? And you said,
Right.
okay, 100,000 pesos.
Right.
So I have to like put in my head, okay, as us from America, that
Mhm.
means we got to adjust it at 200,000 pesos, 4,000 a month times 12, 48,000. Okay, can the guy be obese? Does what nationality? White, black, Asian?
Mhm.
They even have that.
Okay.
And then and then if our standards are too high, what
Right.
will show up is a bunch of cat bags, like 5 out of 5 cat bags. Buy a cat, live alone.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
So, Merce, you can do that on your live stream, and
But hey, what do you mean? Like, invite Filipinas and then ask them, hey, how much
yeah,
a
just
man
go.
should
There's
earn?
a list of
And,
questions, right?
yeah. And how tall do you want him to be? That's why,
Right.
like, so like when watch, if I'm able to like be in the chat, you know, I read so much of this material, I studied so much of this material that hey, this is something good for them, challenge where their mind's at.
Right. Exactly.
And even
But
if
I
it's
think
We'll
they
see ya.
not
Yeah.
not I it's hard to find, a Filipina that would want to be tested in YouTube, that everybody knows, hey, this is this type of woman, you know.
yeah, but what is because there's have you heard the term hypergamy?
No.
Okay, it's woman's trying to find the best man, the best value. What is her hypergamy level? So
Right.
maybe if she's from the province, her standards might not be so high. But if she's been a city girl or she's a doctor and lawyer, guess what? Her standards are gonna go higher. Or the older a woman gets, her standard goes up higher.
Right.
So you
Right.
gotta. This
And then
tests the
most
hypergamy
success
level.
is it's
Expectation.
she's not going to try to find somebody beneath her, right? I
Yeah,
mean, that's so rare, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
It cuts down on how many
yeah,
guys there is, especially in the Philippines.
yeah.
mhm.
And that's where sometimes the foreigner comes into play here.
Yeah, that's when we grab our passports and run.
Yeah, but here's a and here's another thing, and like nothing against you know single mothers, but then there's always a couple single mothers because I don't want to generalize. Her standards might be so high because what? There's two kids involved.
Right.
So then
True.
that hypergamy level is gonna, and especially in the West, it's bad where I hear like, yeah, you need to do this and you need to. They use that sign language in the
Right.
West,
Right.
like you need to be a father to my
Right.
kids and blah blah blah.
Right. Yeah. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in.
Yeah. So this could kind of help. Where is she at?
Leftover
It,
turkey.
it yeah.
Swans.
Are you saying I could put it in the question of one of those Filipinas?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying have a. I
You could.
suggest you do a live stream with it and just invite the ladies and just run their numbers. Some of the ladies you've already interviewed, run their numbers in front of them and show them what they're
Yeah.
dealing with.
You
And
could screen share it too. It's on
right,
the website, the
right.
delusional calculator.
You're just punching it in as you're chatting, and it might wake some of them up to realize that
They're prone to be single.
yeah, they're gonna end up single if they don't start readjusting some stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And sometimes I even, right? Like even if it's the United States, because I played this number. So I played myself, said, okay, I'm a Filipina. And I go, okay, I want a man that makes 100,000 pesos a month. So I got to kind of think Philippines currency lifestyle.
Right. Sure.
So of course, yeah, I put what she wanted was the average. It does turn in America the guy's average, but then at the same time it says 15%. But then I have to explain to her, okay, 15%. She goes, oh yes, it's possible. I said, but wait, out of those 15% of men, how many travel overseas? So
Right.
what's the numbers? So you have to like really delicately explain,
Right.
what's the available amount of men? Because
Sure.
let's see, and I always try to look at numbers. Like for example, tourism. Like before the pandemic, even right now, before it was like 5 million foreign men comes. Now it's
Right.
probably like 2.5 foreign men
Right.
in the Philippines. How many of them are available? How many of are this? What kind of value? What kind of status do they have?
Sure.
Or even the dumb question where are you willing to share him with other women because he's high value? He has options.
Right.
Are you okay with it? If not, then how do you figure that out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I just want to know how overstayed got two wives.
Yeah.
He live in the Philippines. He got 2 wives.
Yeah, that is something that you'll see there, and it's craziness. I mean, I barely can handle my one wife, and
Right? That's what I'm saying.
imagine
How can
two
you
of them.
have 2 the
Yeah,
same house? Oh no.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we know of people that are like that have the wife and the girlfriend in the same house.
But
Yeah.
that's illegal in the Philippines anyway, right?
Um,
You can get in trouble.
Adultery
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
illegal.
Well, it's illegal
Yeah.
everywhere, but
And
I
I
know
know
Philippines is more, more
and I
strict.
know about the one blogger that has a wife and his girlfriend lives with him.
Right, right.
So, but they make it work apparently. So,
Well,
whatever.
just so you guys know, I won't hide anything. I asked my wife, "Hey, can I have a girlfriend too?" She told me no, though. So, Right, Merce? She said, "You can't even handle me. What are you talking about?"
Right? You can do 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Of and by the way, yeah, I love what you guys are doing with this, but just keep in the back of your head, a lot of guys that do this content
Yeah,
has
yeah,
been canceled by YouTube.
right. Yeah,
Just, that's why I'm trying my best to tread lightly on what I
Yeah.
say so I don't get you guys banned.
yeah. Well, what we had seen, when we looked at this type of stuff, it's if we make promises, if we overstate what we do, like we do not do any matching, right? This
Yeah.
is all. If you want to talk to the girl, you talk to her. Yeah, we're not setting you up. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. So we're very careful of what we tell them and make sure we do not charge anything. We've never asked you for anything, either side of it. And the other thing that I feel is most important with all the ladies, my wife is the one that's interviewing, not me. So it kind of keeps the foreigner, out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to eliminate future problems. Not saying we won't have problems. Somebody report us because we said something wrong or we overstated something, but
No, it's pretty good what he's doing because I've seen other people, old dogs, whatever his name is. He does the same way. I mean, he's like Filipina from it and just show, hey, this is her. She's single, whatever. And I mean,
What's the reason why it was canceled, Kingly?
Mhm.
What do you
Well,
think is the reason?
okay, because the thing is, anything dealing with, masculinity or masculinity issues with men,
Yeah.
it's they call it toxic masculinity. So, like guys like Sneeko and Andrew Tate, they've been canceled
Right.
because of stuff they say,
yeah,
even if it's the truth, you know. But even most women, like if I went to the West and said, "Hey, what do you think about Andrew Tate?" and they'll say, "He's a piece of blah blah blah," and I go, "Why?" and they can't even explain why.
Right. They
Yeah,
don't have
but
no idea.
yeah, but I think the saving grace is having mercy. You as a woman probably won't get canceled because there's other women doing the manosphere stuff, and
Right.
they're like the most popular thing. There, a lot of men follow
Right. Right. Yeah. Ann
because
says down there that yeah, we never promise anything. We never say they're gonna find the one or whatever it is that they're looking for. We don't say that. We don't know who's gonna see them at the time. It could
yeah,
be a live stream where some of the girls that we've interviewed have been viewed 200 or 200 times. Some of them have been viewed 2,500 times. So out of those views that they get, the right person to see them, the right person to Google eyes at them, it's you know. But the one thing that we do say is, if you do the same thing over and over, there's so many scammers on these dating sites. There's so many fake accounts and all that stuff. If you keep doing that and you keep running into these same people, You got to make changes. You got to try something different, and what we do is different. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of old school, like the old days where they had the dating, where you go in and watch VCR tapes or whatever of the, that's back way back in the '80s or whatever. I seen people that did that stuff to find the match, and it's kind of like that, except for it's on the internet, and you can find somebody from anywhere in the world. So it's kind of bringing old school and new school together, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I think she's one of the Filipina that I interviewed too. Hello, Anne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I have to be heading out. It's almost 10:30 here. So.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
we appreciate you talking with
Thank
Ed.
you.
Hey, if
Bye,
anyone
guys.
in the chat
Yeah.
get hooked up with
Yeah.
talking with Ed, get over to his channel, check him out. Let's
Bye,
go.
guys.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you,
Hey,
Ed.
King, thank you, man. Have a good
Yeah.
one, man. Good
We'll-
topic,
Yeah.
by the way. Good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. man. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
So
So you guys are good. 2.5 hours here.
yeah, we're about to
Yeah.
put this one. When
Yeah.
you get good topics like this, it's hard to slow down.
Right.
We usually try to keep our stuff under 2 hours, but when
Yeah.
it's on a roll,
Interesting.
we go over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're
And then, Bill, there might be a time I might have to probably talk to you like on Messenger one of these days.
no problem. Anytime.
And either. So yeah. But yeah, I'll let you guys wrap it up. I got to get some things done too. So I'll
All right.
see you guys again. But
All
thanks
right.
for
Thank
having
you.
me on.
Yeah,
Thank you,
anytime.
King
King
Lee.
Lee. Hey, if you guys aren't connected to King Lee yet, go over and check out what he's doing. He's doing big things over there. We're just a small squirrel compared to him right here. King
Yeah.
Lee.
All right.
Thank
See ya.
you.
We'll see you
Bye.
later. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting topic today. It's not a topic for everyone. Some people will get offended. Some people will be um, this, that, and the other. But we talked about discussion. We talked about it. We're civil. Just in case somebody comes in and talks about racism or anything with us. There was 4 different races on the panel just then. I'm a Native American Irish. My wife is Filipina. Got Korean American King Lee. You got Spanish American talking with Ed. So we're all over the board. So we're not calling out one race over the other. When we talked about the passport bros, there is a particular group that kind of talks more so about them, but we're saying we're open to everybody. This is friendly site for everybody, or friendly chat for everybody, and we again will promote our live streams that we do. We interview single ladies from the Philippines and other countries that are looking for husbands. They're looking for their one. And if you guys are interested, we got a playlist on this channel. We also got the playlist down in the comments below, or not comments, but they changed it up, so it's a little different now. Hit more under the video here, and it will take you to the description on this video. So go check it out. If you see somebody you like, go into under their video, and it tell you how to get a hold of them. That's how easy it is. Anything else you want to say, Merce, before we get
I've
out?
learned a lot today.
You did.
Yeah, very interesting.
Avoid the fish
Different
taco.
opinions.
Yes. I like fish tacos. Come on. So yes, you learned a lot, and also, it's nothing new, but it is, that tendency is going right. the tendency of people leaving out of the first world country to go find somebody in another country. It's growing. I promote it all the time to my friends and family because it's worked out so well for me. Why wouldn't I tell them to do the same? If I have a relative that is single that comes to me for advice, I'm going to tell them, hey,
Hey,
there's a lot of beautiful Filipinas that would be happy to
it's
talk to
not
you.
the end of the world.
It's not the end. Get over it. Let's go.
Let's
It's not.
go.
So, well, thank you guys. It's been 2.5 hours. We're going to get out of here. Hopefully, you come back for our next show. Hey, we appreciate you, each and every one of you, for being here. Give Bam a margarita. Yes, that's right. That is right. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for being in here, hanging out
Thank
with
you, the Scotty B Show.
us. Everybody that was with us, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I would name off everybody, but there are so many people in here. I
Thank
don't
you.
have
Yeah.
all. We'll see you next time right here at Check Out the Rileys.